Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today, we're going to be looking at the Hasbro Marvel Legends Spider-Man Classic Animated Series Peter Parker action figure. Now I love civilian and regular action figures that I can put into all kind of different action figure dioramas and scenarios. That's the main reason I got this guy. So let's go and check out the packaging here. This is old school throwback packaging. It's the old card back and the blister front, just like the 5-inch figures were back in the day. Marvel Comics, ages 4+, Spider-Man. Here he is from the animated look. And then here he is in the package. Regular looking civilian. His glasses a little big. He's got that sort of spider sense head. I like that. Comes with a camera. This guy can be a regular person or a reporter. All kind of uses my action figure world. Not much going on at the bottom here. At the back, you can see the rest of the figures in the wave. Definitely going to get Gwen Stacy. Here's the barcode in case that helps anybody. So with no further ado, let's crack them open. Alright, now that we got this figure out of the package, here he is with all of his accessories laid out. He doesn't come with a lot, but he does have a camera and an alternate head. Looks like his spider sense head. But before we look at those accessories, let's check out the actual figure. So I bought this guy to use as a civilian, a background character in my action figure city. Maybe he'll be a news reporter, maybe private investigator, maybe Jack Ryder. I haven't really decided yet. All I know is I like this guy so far. One thing I don't like is those big old glasses. I can't wait to see if you can remove those from him. They aren't permanently attached, but let's see what a little heating and tugging can do. So beyond the big glasses, his hair looks really nice. His jacket looks great. It's got that sort of stretchy material at the bottom. I really like the way it looks. They've captured that effect very nicely. Shirt on the inside looks pretty good. Double joint elbows, double joint knees, ab crunch, regular, probably blue jeans, nice belt, some white tennis shoes. Overall, a great looking regular guy and civilian for my action figure world building. And then here he is broken down as far as he can go with all of his removable parts detached. You can pop his head off with complete ease as it's meant to be interchangeable, no heating required. So let's start off by looking at his heads. The one on the left is a regular Peter Parker head, and the one on the right is another unmasked Peter Parker head, but it's when his spider sense effect is going on, sort of flashing back and forth between Spider-Man and Peter Parker. Here he is with his spider sense head. One half Spider-Man, other half Peter Parker without the glasses on. A little bit of a Two-Face vibe. This screams sort of flashing this and the other head. You can make a really cool little scene with him using his spider sense. Unfortunately for me, this head is completely useless, as that's not what I'm going to use this figure for. And here he is with his Peter Parker head. Not really feeling the glasses. I really wanted to see what he'd look like without them. So let's see if I can't take them off. Gonna get some hot water, dip them in there, and then try to peel the glasses off. That worked out very well, better than I would have expected, and I think his Peter Parker face looks fantastic with the glasses off. The only sort of drawback here is you can see a little side on his sideburns where the glasses were imprinted. Beyond that, I think it looks fantastic. Can't believe they would hide such a good sculpt under some permanent glasses. And while we're on the subject of heads, I took this Steve Rogers head from a Captain America figure, and I thought this body might make a great Steve Rogers in civilian attire. And I think I'm right. This looks like it worked out pretty good. Here's a Tony Stark, Steve Rogers, and Bruce Banner in civilian attire. I would love to put together the entire team of original Avengers from the first film, all 6 of them in civilian outfits. Now this is actually not what I'm going to be doing with this Peter Parker figure, but it's a pretty cool idea nonetheless. Now let's check out his camera. Pretty basic, it's all black, just a little bit of silver with light is at the top. Handheld box, no strap, not bad. Here's his camera next to several other cameras in my action figure collection. Here he is holding his camera. It's a pretty thick accessory, but his hand here is a pretty big gripping hand. He can hold it with one hand or with both. Here he is kneeling down just to get that right photo. Now that we've taken a pretty good look at the figure and his accessories, now let's check out the height of this guy. From bottom to top, he's sitting at about 6.25 inches tall, which is going to translate to about 16 centimeters. Now let's check out his articulation. Starting with his head here, of course it can rotate from side to side, can look down about that far, up about that far, can come off with complete ease, don't have to heat it up, no resistance. Shoulders on a ball joint, then go out more than 90 degrees, pretty nice there. Up, down, around, all that good stuff. Bicep cut below that. Double jointed elbows below that, then go all the way in. Wrist can rotate, and it's hinged as well. He's got a traditional ab crunch here in the middle. Nice range of motion in the torso there. Waist swivel below that. Legs on a ball joint, they can only go about this far. Forward about that much. Back not at all. Thigh cut below that. Double jointed knees below that. Then his foot here can go up and down, and it can rotate and rock quite a bit. Cannot really give the traditional rotation. Now I am personally planning to use this action figure for Jack Ryder. He's a reporter in Gotham City in the Batman universe. He was featured in the Arkham games. Since Peter Parker here is a reporter in civilian attire, comes with a camera, I thought it would be great to double him up and use him for that purpose. Here's Jack Ryder in his apartment. I normally have this for Vicky Vale's apartment, but there's no reason it couldn't double up for his as well. And after a night of listening to the police radio, he finally got a scoop. They're not out to take his news van and see what's happening. He actually fits into this ET van quite nicely. And here's Jack Ryder with his camera crew getting ready to catch this story. And in the DC universe, Jack Ryder eventually becomes the, I guess you'd call it hero, creeper. And now, let's check him out compared with some other action figures, starting off with some other Marvel figures. Here he is with the other classic figures I got from this wave. We've got two Gwen Stacy's, one with a Gwen Stacy head, one with a Mary Jane head. I'm looking very forward to the Kingpin from the classic line as well. Here he is, next to a Spiderman figure. Here he is, next to all the different Mary Jane figures that I have. As most of you guys are aware, I'm addicted to action figure world building. I love civilians and regular looking action figures that I can incorporate into my city and all kind of different scenarios and dioramas. Here are all my Marvel Legends figures that I put into the category of wearing regular clothes, at least somewhat, looking like regular civilians, great background characters. If there's anyone you're aware of that I could add to my collection for that purpose, please drop me a line in the comments below. And now, let's check him out, compared with some action figures from different various companies, to see how he fits in both scale and style-wise, in case you want to know which lines you can mix him with. Here he is, next to some Jazzwares Fortnite figures. And here he is, with some SH Figure Arts action figures. Then, with some Mafex figures. And here, with some Mattel DC Universe Classics and Multiverse figures. And here, with some Mezco 1/12 cloth soft goods action figures. And some Mattel wrestling figures. Then some NECA figures. And here he is with some DC Direct and DC Collectibles figures. Then with some McFarlane toys. And here he is with some DST or Diamond Select toys. So overall, I'm going to say this is a really nice figure. I don't collect Marvel figures except for my generic action figure purposes, but if you do, this guy makes a great Peter Parker for your Spider-Man. He's from the classic animated series, but doesn't look too animated. You could definitely use it with your comic stuff. I think it's really cool they're making figures from the old animated series. That show has a lot of love. I imagine it's going to get a second and third series over time. Whether you're going to use this guy for Peter Parker, a regular civilian, or Jack Ryder like I'm going to use, I'm going to give this guy an 8 out of 10. This figure looks nice. He moves good. I like his clothing. Going to give this guy 2 thumbs up, a home run from Hasbro. So this is D Hunter. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add to the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. I do appreciate when you do that. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.